Yes.
Yes.
Jeremy Wyatt, the Rebel, beat me in the best of 3 series and ended my record-breaking 7-month reign as Metro Pro champion. And yes, I am upset that I lost. And yeah, I will agree. Jeremy Wyatt is a belt collector. You see Jeremy Wyatt walk around, prance around, and show off all those belts, obviously evidenced by those self-serving new t-shirts he's hawking at the merch table.
He is.
But here's a fun fact for all of you attendants, all you at home watching TV, you two at commentary booth. Yeah, if you take my career, my resume, side by side to Jeremy's, guess what? I've collected more belts.
There you go, Dave. Central State's champ, longest running Metro champ, titles all
So
over the country.
let me say this, Jeremy.
Where's your belt, champ? Don't listen to these guys. Look at this collective IQ of 20 over there.
Legitimate question, Chris. As I mentioned, the former champ.
Hey, look, Dave. He's pushing it out. Maybe that therapy's actually working. Shut up!
Feel bad for whoever would be this guy's therapist.
Shut up, everybody.
I'll get to that. You see, Jeremy, you can feel free to trick yourself that you're wrestling the best in the indie world on your indie world tour when you know in your head and in your heart that I am your best opponent. I'm your best rival. And yeah, I've beaten you plenty of times, Jeremy. So I am keeping an eye on your little title matches on your world tour. And trust me, Jeremy, if you come close to beating my record-breaking title run for Metro Pro Championship, I will see the end of that. These two will see an end to that. A very violent end, Jeremy.
If you'd shut up, maybe you'd tell us.
Oh, these two? You're all wondering who these two are, aren't you?
Dave is.
Thought it was Rikishi's brother.
You wish, Dave. Samoans are the toughest guys in the world.
What?
Look, they're just going to sit here and chant what? First of all, the worst thing in the world ever created, Stone Cold Steve Austin saying what?
What?
Now, look, you're getting these guys all worked up. You think you want him coming out there and beating the crap out of everybody? No.
Maybe concession people want him coming out, yeah.
It's
Hey,
cool,
they get
guys.
free concessions.
Ryan, as you can see, these two are my trainees. Yeah, they're my students. Ryan King, Jay King, you can tell by the way they yell at you guys, I train them. I train them in the arts, the sports of pro wrestling. Because I am one of the greatest minds and the hardest workers in this industry.
It's true. They're going to be lethal.
You know, on a side note, you know, a lot of people want to talk about Michael Strider, Derek Stone, Jeremy Wyatt as these local legends. Well, here's your history lesson. 10 years ago, I went to Harley Race's school. 8-time world champion, I went to Harley Race's school in Eldon, Missouri. I enrolled in dozens and dozens of wrestling camps to hone my craft, to better myself, to sacrifice for business that I love, that they love. I made this area of Kansas City better. I elevated Kansas City wrestling on my own.
Very humble,
You
isn't he,
can
Chris?
boo, but believe it. You ask any of the boys in the back. Wyatt, Strider, SBC, Tyler, Mike Seidel. All of them came to me for advice. They came to me for pointers and insight because all they know I am a student of the game and relentlessly pursue to be the best.
He's done it.
But you ask any of them, any of those selfish punks, Wyatt, Strider, Seidel, you ask any of them, they will never admit that I helped them. They will never admit I influenced their careers. I influenced their development as professionals. They will not admit that. Ryan and Jake, these two, they will admit that.
Good soldiers, Dave.
Because they are loyal to me. They love wrestling more than all of you combined. But
I liked it so much better when he wasn't talking.
fat old men and their fat old men politics, Ryan and Jake grew to hate wrestling and stepped away from the sport they love. Well, I got news for you, backstabbing fat old man. Right here, now in Metro Pro, my students, Ryan and Jake, are side by side with Mark Sterling, the fittest wrestler on earth, and I will lead them to gold. I've collected enough belts on my own. It's time to take my students to top and get the Metro Pro Tag Team Championship.
Wow, Dave, look at that. They're going to take the tag titles. They'll do it too.
Well, they fit around their
Because
waist.
when Ryan and Jake
Doesn't matter.
get in the ring, the Killer City Kings step in the arena. We will
Killer
snap
City
you in
Kings.
half and put you in the hospital. Because no one is safe.
Dave, look at that. He's got him doing the CrossFit symbol. They're back there doing KCK, and we're not talking about Kansas City, Kansas, this crap hole. We're talking about the Killer City Kings. They are going to take the tag titles, Dave, and look at them. They got to be $350, like I said, each.
Hello and welcome once again to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. I'm Dave Borchard alongside Chris Goff. And these are the Heroes for Hire. Chris, by far one of the most popular tag teams here at Metro Pro.
What a couple of dorks, Dave. Look,
What?
they brought their comic books out here. What is it, 1957, Dave? Those haven't been cool. It's called digital now, Dave. They still come out here. Yeah, look at their pants. They went and saw Man of Steel this week. I mean, they're really lady lovers, Dave. Come on.
Hey, they fit right into the hardworking blue-collar fans here at Turner Rec Center. Who
No, these guys are
may
actually
be a
in
bit
shape.
dorky themselves.
These guys are in shape, and they could actually get a female. That kid, I don't know. I don't know if it's ever going to happen for him.
Look at these guys. You say they're not cool. If you watch American Pickers, Chris, those old comic books can be worth tens of thousands of dollars.
Dave, I'm under the age of 82. I don't watch American Pickers, okay? I watch cool stuff like Bar Rescue.
What?
The Heroes for Hire, though, Dave, they're going against two of the biggest men in the United States of America on the professional wrestling scene. The guys that are training under the fittest wrestler in the world, Mark Sterling. You know them as the King Brothers, Dave. In their debut match, they're going to squash these two like bugs.
Actually, Chris, I know these guys. It's tons of fun. We'll see them here in a second.
Oh, shut up.
I hope these steel
are
steps are the steel steps reinforced, Chris.
Yes, they are.
What about the ring? That really needs to be
There's
reinforced.
extra boards and metal down there, Dave.
Those guys almost broke the ring ropes a couple weeks ago, Chris. And
Well, they're not even coming from the back. They're coming from the sides, Dave.
yeah, I think they were back in the concession stand, Chris.
Look, that's Jake King. There's Mark Sterling, the leader. And then where's Ryan King? He's around here somewhere.
Yeah,
The King Brothers.
I just saw the Kings, or at least Jake back there with Medea and her son, and for the first time ever, we've had a wrestler here at Metro Pro dwarf the Medea family, Chris.
Well, that's a good point, Dave. But these guys dwarf everybody. You remember the Headhunters back in the 1980s and 90s, Dave? You couldn't tell those guys apart either. And you can't tell the King Brothers. They're very hard to distinguish, but I can with the trained eye. But that's Jake King. Ryan King is right there behind Mark Sterling. There they are.
Well, if you can tell them apart, I'll leave it to you, Chris. I'll just call them Fatty number 1 and Fatty number 2. That's probably
Dave.
What?
Look,
Can you
they're-
argue that, Chris?
They're training under the fittest wrestler in the world, Mark Sterling. Have you seen these guys do? You should go to the gym and watch them do some CrossFit routines, Dave. They can sit there and put you into sleep, into submission.
What? The inside of a gym, Chris. These guys, they've never seen the inside of the gym, at least not in the last 15 or 20 years. I mean, you keep talking about them training with the
That's all muscle,
They're
Dave.
training with a CrossFit King. These guys are the Burger Kings, Chris.
Dave, okay, they might have a couple pounds to lose, but you know what? Mark's got them in there. If they're doing kettlebells, they're doing reps, you would be surprised, Dave, how much stamina these guys have in this ring.
Yeah, they're curling triple whoppers and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
from
those
what I
are
can-
heavy sometimes with all those toppings, but I digress, Dave. They're getting stronger and better every day, and that's what Mark Sterling strives to do with these King brothers. But really, Dave, who cares if I don't care what they do in the gym. They're going to squash these two. Look how much bigger they are than these two other guys, these little midgets over here.
Well, it definitely is the clash of styles here, Chris. You have the high-flying athleticism of Heroes for Hire against the girth, for lack of a better term, of the King brothers. And well,
Yeah.
you're right. Tough to differentiate. They remind me, at least in size, of the Natural Disasters, Chris. Another epic 80s tag team.
Well, at least Typhoon and Earthquake, I can tell them a little bit more apart, Dave.
No doubt.
This is Jake King, the younger of the King brothers, Dave. Even though they look almost like identical twins, Jake King is younger than Ryan.
I might take your word on that, Chris.
But look, Dave, how is Jimmy Rockwell going to combat a guy that is, what, 3 times his size?
What? I missed Don Diablo's announcement. What's the official weight on these guys, Chris? 450 each?
Half a ton? I don't care. Look at the ring, Dave. I'm hoping it's reinforced. I was told by our ring crew, that top-notch ring crew we have, that it was.
I hope the Metro Pro executives got some extra ring insurance here tonight. There's no doubt about it.
I'm just wondering if we're going to have to change his canvas when Jake King, oh, look at this, Dave. When he squashes him like a bug, he gets all his juices all over this floor. No! Why is Zach Thompson in here? Yes, referee is perfect. Do not count that. He's cheating.
Oh, he gave him the count, but certainly give Thompson some credit for intervening there, Chris. And I'd say running for the hills, but it was more like a slow slug roll, Chris, by Jake.
He crawled out of there, Dave. That's smart. He's going out there to talk to his teacher, Mark Sterling. There's his brother Jake out there. Ryan. Why are they they're screaming Burger King, Dave. They're the King brothers.
Yeah, the Burger Kings, Chris. I love it. Hey, although if they ate at Burger King all the time, that company would be soaring in the New York stock market, Chris. There's no doubt about it.
Ryan King in there now, Dave, the older of the King brothers. And he's going to show what's up to Zach Thompson now. Look how much bigger he is than Zach. This is going to be funny, Dave. It's like a little kid, little cat playing with a mouse here.
You think for our sake, one of these guys could wear like a headband or something? Maybe get a tattoo with an R on his arm or something? I don't know.
Simple. This is Ryan King. And look at Zach Thompson going to work. And that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to take his legs out, get Ryan King or Jake King on the ground so he can just get them off their feet, Dave, because how else are they going to take care of these two?
That strength maneuver is not going to work, but fortunately, the athleticism is in the favor of Thompson. Look at that move, Chris.
Up and over. Oh, look at that. Drop kicking his leg. And Ryan King falls down. Look at that double drop kick to the head.
Slow start here for the King brothers, Chris. Certainly the Heroes for Hire. More veterans here at Metro Pro, and they're flying like crazy here in the early going.
Yeah,
Look at this, Ryan King going for the chokeout move. Referee making him break the hold.
I didn't tell. Oh, look at that. Ryan King up and over. Zach Thompson ducks. And did they put a hole in the floor down there, Dave?
Thank goodness it's a hardwood surface here at Turner Rec Center, Chris.
Oh, hopefully Ryan King's okay after taking that big tumble, but oh, look at this, Zach Thompson up and over and taking all 3 men out, Dave. Well, I should say 2. You can't take all 3 out. They're so big. And look at this, Jimmy Rockwell now on the top rope, and what's he gonna do?
All the way to the top, he's gonna fly, yes! Now they all 3 do go down.
Dominoes falling on each other, and thank goodness Mark Sterling got out of the way of the King brothers, Dave. There could have been some major damage to his legs.
That's some major league dominoes there, Chris. Yeah, dominoes that size at your house, you'd have to get a room just to play games.
That's true. That's true, Dave. Some people have sumo suits. We have the King brothers. But you know what? It doesn't matter because they're going to take down everybody. They will be tag team champions one day, Dave. You mark my words.
Huge elbow there, and talk about huge, Chris.
Here we go. How does Zach Thompson, how's he even able to kick out if these guys laying on top of him?
It's a great point, Chris. I don't know anyone could kick out with 350, 400 pounds of girth laying on him.
Look at this. The double team now. Okay, Ryan gets out. Jake in there now. And look, just draping him over that top cabled rope. Big English uppercut. He falls to the outside. Hopefully Mark Sterling will take care of him out there. Yes.
Come on, ref. What are you watching here?
Bam. Welcome to the apron. Zach Thompson's head. They got a pea brain anyway. It's not like it hurt him.
Shut up, Chris.
Jake King going after Jimmy Rockwell as Ryan King taking care of Thompson out there still. Thompson, he was in trouble before, Dave. Now he's in deep trouble. Throwing him in, rolling him into Jake. Here's a cover. One.
Referee slow to get over.
No.
Yeah, just a 2 count. Oh, wait, Mark Sterling didn't speak for about 6 straight months, Chris. So how much do you think he was teaching the King brothers over that span of time?
Well, I think word is in the street, Dave, they've lost a couple hundred pounds since under the tutelage of Mark Sterling. Look at this!
Oh, big butt drop!
I think I saw some saliva spit all over the ground, Dave.
Oh, thank goodness Rockwell ended up breaking up.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they've lost a couple hundred pounds, Dave, so they're actually going down. In a couple of months, you're going to see a 6-pack on these two.
If they used to be a couple hundred pounds heavier, Chris, they legitimately might not have fit through the ring ropes.
Well, what happened to Yokozuna in Heroes of Wrestling, Dave? He couldn't even get in the ring. That's what happens. Look at this. King Brothers continuing to stomp Zach Thompson. Mark Sterling, the fittest wrestler in the world, Dave. He has really taken these two under his tutelage for years. They've been training under him, but they've just recently been going hardcore to the CrossFit. You just wait, Dave. He is going to, you heard him a couple weeks ago. He said he's going to take these guys to the top. He's been to the top. He is the longest reigning Metro Pro champion of all time. Now he's going to take the King Brothers to the top of the tag team division.
Even you, Chris, would admit there's a bit of irony here with the fittest wrestler training with the fattest wrestlers in the world. Even you would admit that.
Well, Dave, I said they dropped 200 pounds. What do you want me to say?
So you're not going to admit there's a bit of humor here in this
well, it's
combination.
a tad ironic, I guess, but I mean, come on, Dave. He's got 2 huge men that are going to get the tag titles based on their size alone. I mean, how can you take these guys off their vertical base? Somebody like Zach Thompson and Jimmy Rockwell, they're going to have to work. They're going to put a lot of energy in to get these 2 down.
Thompson now getting back up slowly to his feet, but just thrown down like a sack of garbage. And look at the gut pin attempt. Only a 1 count, though.
You go with your strengths, Dave. Of course, Mark Sterling, he's ripped. He's one of the best shaped guys in the world. Look at that big clothesline to the back of the head. Folding over Zach Thompson. Here's another cover. You know what? That's not going to happen for the King Brothers, Dave. They're not going to have the 6-pack right away. But you know what? They have the size, and that alone will become something that will make them champions.
I mean, they're definitely showing some impressive moves, especially on the power scope, Chris. I mean, big, high-impact moves. Like you said, tons of weight on their pinfall attempts. That'd be tough for anyone to kick
drop. How did Zach Thompson is taking a beating in there, Dave? Both the King Brothers continuing to just flop on top of him. He's getting mad, Dave. He's hitting the canvas.
I want to see what these guys' finishing move may be like, Chris. Not that I want them to win this match, but it'd have to be something epic, wouldn't you think? A big splash or something like that to finish off their opponents?
Oh, I hope so, Dave. Hope we get a double avalanche, double squash in the middle of the ring. Be great. Look at that, throwing him over like a bag of garbage.
Well, and a technical wrestling move as well, Chris.
Here we go, here we go. How is he kicking out? Do you just stay down, you moron? Just because you've wearing your stupid superheroes tights doesn't mean you have to act superhuman.
Oh, he thinks he's the man of steel, Chris. I love it.
Here we go. Oh, Dave. I've told you, I haven't gotten to tell you about some of the high-flying maneuvers these two bust out. Some of these crazy 450 flips that these guys do.
Oh! You went for the big splash and whip, Chris.
That's in deep trouble. Here comes Jimmy Rockwell now. He's fresh, Dave.
Oh, and he barely even moved him.
How's he going to move the immovable object, Dave?
Kick him in the kneecap, Rockwell.
Jake King not going down. Rockwell, oh, double knee to the head.
I don't even know how those punches could get through that blubber, Chris, but that'll do it.
He's still on his feet, Dave. Jimmy Rockwell now going to the top. This is what he's going to have to do. This is shades of the natural disasters taking on the Rockers, and here's a cover.
He got it down.
Oh. Ryan King coming in to save that, Dave, but Jake King was down, I think, using all the momentum that Jimmy Rockwell had, and that, I don't know, Dave, that might have been their best shot to win this match.
I was going to say, I was so excited Rockwell actually got one of the Kings off their feet, but then, of course, the brother in to make the save, Chris, and look at this, maybe it's been a 2 versus 1 here.
Here we go. Missing that, a little slow on that punch, and oh, DDT, drop kick to the head, and he is down in big trouble.
What a combo, yes, what a combo there, and again a double drop kick, and now Sterling's in the ring, and he gets the double drop kick.
He's gone. Jay King is in the middle of the ring, Dave, and the momentum's going their way. Here we go.
Oh.
How did he kick out? All the momentum going the superhero's way.
Heroes cannot believe it. They thought it was over here, and oh, look at that whiff by Thompson.
Look at that, Ryan King and Sterling getting out of the way. Zach Thompson is down, and Sterling standing there. Look, Dave, look what Sterling has. He's got his kettlebell, Dave.
No, come on.
Here we go, the referee's distracted.
No, right in the spine.
That'll work. Here we go. Look at that. Look, taking out both your heels for hire. Big clothesline. Here's the cover, Dave.
Oh, with all
The
that weight, no
King.
one could kick out it.
Jay King with the suplex and the victory pinfall. Yes, in their debut match, taking out the former Metro Pro Tag Champions. They are the King brothers, Jake and Ryan.
Good performance, certainly impressive debut for these guys, but you have to question, Chris, if they would have won without Mark Sterling interfering with that kettlebell.
Dave, again, if you had any friends, they'd help you. And look at that. Was that even used? I couldn't tell. But
he hit him in the spine, Chris.
The 40-pound kettlebell sitting there. And look, is that the third King brother in the front row there?
Anyway, about the same size, Chris.
Jake and Ryan King, the King brothers. And I don't want to hear any of you disrespectful fans call them Burger King brothers, because that is just stupid. They just beat the former Metro Pro Tag Champions. And I don't care if you like them or not. I don't care if they are bigger. They're going to be tag team champions soon because of that man in the middle right there, the fittest wrestler in the world, Mark Sterling.
Only seen these guys for one night, Chris, at least in the ring, but I already hate their guts.
Why, Dave? Because they can pull all kinds of chicks and win matches, huh?
You say checks or chicks? Because I don't see any chicks going to them except maybe Medea.
Well, when I say chicks, I meant more like chicken wings at the Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that's a good point. The KFC buffet, Chris.
Remember, go chicken go. But either way, Dave, they won their debut match, and Mark Sterling, I guess they're non-conformists. They're going out the side door.
They're going to the concession stand, Chris. I told you.
When we come back, we'll hear from the commission and their newest brother-in-arms.
Hello, this is Mick Foley of the WWE, and you are watching Metro Sports. Yeah!
Join Metro Pro Wrestling 24/7 on social media. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/MetroProKC. On Twitter, you can follow us at KCMetroPro. Our YouTube page is located at youtube.com/KCMetroPro. And finally, our company website with all of our live event dates over at MetroWrestling.com.
How's it feel, Ryan Jake? Why, I tell you, that's right, your first win in Metro Pro. I told the fans you would dominate. I told all the fans the Killer City Kings are here to dominate. And we did exactly that. It's a new breed of wrestling right here. That's right. We do CrossFit, we train, we're mean, we're loud. We're gonna take this place apart. Here we go, Jake, show them how it's done.
We did exactly what we said we're gonna do. That's piss people off and break people in half. How does it feel here for hire? How does it feel? I'll tell you how it feels for us. It feels pretty good. Here you go.
And exactly what Jake said, we made playthings of the heroes for hire, which was exactly what we did and how good it felt. And I hit him, oh man, when I hit that clothesline, what? How much? Almost knocked his head off?
Oh, it was
Is he still recovering?
Sick, Ryan. It was
It's
sick. You're gonna do it again and again and again. Because we're gonna
it'll keep happening.
That's great.
He will take the heads, we will take the heads of every tag team here in Metro and put on a pike to warn everybody else not to mess with the Killer City Kings.
Because no one is safe. Isn't that right, Jeremy Wyatt?
Welcome back to Metro Pro Wrestling here on Metro Sports. And Chris, I guess I'll let you introduce our next guest.
Dave, you know them as Mr. Abernathy and Mr. Jalistico and Mr. James now. They are, Dave, the commission!
Oh, I think I'm going to be sick.
The tag team champions of Metro Pro Wrestling, Mr. Abernathy and Mr. Jalistico, and Dave, the homeless guy that has been reformed into the newest member, the newest rule-abiding citizen, Mr. James.
It's like Mr. James still only owns that one 1980s track jacket, Chris, so even though he's not homeless anymore, I don't think his wardrobe has changed one iota.
Dave, you just went to Huey Lewis and you're going to rip on a 1980s track jacket? Shut up.
Oh, the guy got him with a fake Ric Flair handshake, Chris.
Oh, that guy doesn't even know.
That fat kid with the mullet got him.
He doesn't even know who Ric Flair is, Dave. Come on. These kids today don't have any respect for our elders. Look at Mr. Jalistico showing off the Metro Pro Wrestling Tag Team title. Mr. Abernathy's going to talk, Dave. Just shut up for the next like 20 minutes.
Hopefully he won't talk, Chris. Maybe he'll just sit here in silence.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Take a look at those giant
of
teeth.
Metro Pro Wrestling.
Beautiful.
That's what I think.
We don't care about you.
You are here on a historic night
Yes.
Finally getting braces?
Shut up.
because tonight, myself, Mr. Jalistico, and Mr. James are gonna rid Metro Pro Wrestling of those Kung Fu wannabes, the Cobra Kai Dojo.
That'd be great, Dave. I'm sick of them too.
But you see, something else is gonna happen tonight. There's gonna be a new Metro Pro champion.
Really?
And if you would allow me silence, I'm going to introduce him to you right now.
Mr.
Talking about? What's he talking about,
He
Chris?
is a man who has morals.
Really?
Unlike you, fat boy, who wouldn't know morals if it walked up and slapped him in the face. He has morals, unlike you right there, who let your kids run rampant, curse, and do whatever they want to do.
That is disrespectful.
He's a man of strict moral fiber. He's my good friend. In a few short hours, he'll be your Metro Pro champion.
Who's he talking
Ladies
about?
and gentlemen of Metro Pro Wrestling.
Who is it?
Steven Richards.
Oh my goodness, Dave!
What?
The new brother in arms is Mr. Steven Richards? Yes! He's here!
It's a living legend, Chris.
Dave, at one point he thought there was a right to censor, and I agree with him.
I do think there's a right to censor these morons in the ring, but I should have known better when they said they had a friend with high morals. It was just a bunch of crap.
Mr. Steven Richards is here at Metro Pro Wrestling, Dave. And you know what the good thing is, Dave? We all know about his background outside of the ECW stuff where he was dancing Stevie Richards. He saw the light later in his career, and he knew that everyone should have good moral fiber, should be good people, and he recognizes a bunch of losers and when he sees them, and that's what he can see right now.
Yeah, I agree, Chris. They can see him right now. They're
No,
standing right
there.
next to him in the
They're
ring.
right there, Dave. That's what I'm talking about, not the commission. They're great. This is what a coup by Mr. Abernathy and Mr. Jalistico. This is wonderful.
I will say it is impressive that he's here, Chris, but what's his connection to these morons?
They have the same beliefs. Look, they won't even shut up and let him talk. Talk about disrespectful. I told you he can point him out a mile away.
Usually I would apologize for having a wrinkled shirt. Usually I would apologize for not being clean shaven in public. However, when I got into the airport and I saw the local citizens, I knew that if I even put zero effort into looking my best, that I would still be more presentable than each and every person in the audience tonight.
That couldn't be more true.
Well, it definitely looks better than the commission.
And I show up like this as an example to show each and every one of you that everybody can get better. Everybody can improve their self-image.
Yeah,
Like
Dave.
you over there, sir.
Why are you looking at me, Chris?
Maybe 100 or 200 pounds overweight. You can be helped.
Really?
You can stop the gluttony, stop the buffets, stop going for sushi. No more Barn Hills or Old Country. You can be helped.
I didn't seem very happy, Chris.
Wow. Good thing you went out here for the
This
Kings.
young man here, obviously, he has ADHD or he has some kind of issues. Look at him.
Oh, well,
You can be
obviously.
helped.
It's a cute kid.
We can help you. I know your parents have not probably raised you in the right way, but we can help you.
He's trying to help people, Dave. What is this? What is this, Dave?
Maybe somebody might come in and put a stop to this idiocy in the ring, Chris.
Dave, he was going around and trying to help each one of these morons around the ring, trying to clean up and look better and present themselves better to society, and now this idiot comes out.
Now that's the shining beacon of who these people should want to be like, Chris.
What, a guy that has a mohawk?
Yes, the
Facial
champ.
hair? It's horrible.
He's reached the top of the mountain, Chris.
Just the fact alone that he interrupts people is just bad manners.
Oh, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Chris, you idiot?
Your Metro Pro Wrestling Champion, Jeremy Wyatt.
Yeah!
Come on, Dave. Mr. Steven Richards is here to help everybody in the audience. And Jeremy Wyatt comes out here. This is horrible.
Don't like the odds for the champ, but hopefully this won't turn to fisticuffs here, Chris.
Why don't they just start beating the crap out of him right now? Mr. Abernathy already said there's going to be a new champion, and I'm assuming it's going to be Mr. Steven Richards.
See, this is the problem. These people look up to you, and their manners are just as bad as yours. You come out here, you interrupt me while I'm trying to help these people.
Whoa! Ripping that out of his hand. Again, bad manners. Number 5 million.
See what Wyatt has to say. Again, the odds not in his favor here. Hopefully he'll be smart with his
Pardon
words.
my manners. And I got tired of listening to the backstreet running their mouth.
What? These are the way you would talk to a wrestling legend?
I think you should be the one apologizing. Letting these 3 clowns go out in public dressed like this.
It's an excellent point.
They look great. They got ties on. What? They look good. Why is he? Look, he's got a singlet that's around his belly. He's not even putting it on right. You gonna sit here and condone this, Dave?
Yeah, Chris, they look like doofuses.
Mr. Jalistico's getting upset. Pull out the rule book.
Steven Richards giving the death stare to Wyatt, Chris. He's unfazed by all this.
Now, Mr. Steven Richards, you can come out here and stand all stoic. You can talk a big game. But the truth of the matter is, don't take me lightly.
Come on.
See, the Metro Pro came up with this little indie world tour. All I asked was to face the best. And you, my friend, you're one of the best.
Yeah, he is.
But, here's the caveat. I've faced some of the best already. I beat the fittest wrestler in the world, Mark Sterling, for this very Metro Pro Heavyweight Championship. I successfully defended my title versus TJ Perkins, a guy who's been all around the world. I defeated a 5-time NWA World Champion in Adam Pearce. And the last time I stood in this ring, I defeated the current Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, Kyle O'Reilly.
Very impressive credentials, Chris.
I thought O'Reilly won. Oh, look, Mr. James ripped it out of his hand.
You've defeated all those men, but you've never defeated me!
That's true.
What?
He's never defeated the whole, Mr. James.
I have an open challenge for anybody tonight, and how about I beat you right now?
Oh, that sounds great.
Can I make a bet on this in Vegas, Chris?
No.
Challenge accepted. Let's get a referee.
Oh my goodness, Mr. James is going to be the new Metro Pro Wrestling Champion. Thanks to Mr. Steven Richards, hopefully, Dave.
This is terrible news for Mr. James, Chris, even though he thinks it's great news.
Getting some advice from Mr. Steven Richards. We'll be right back with the match, the title match, Mr. James versus Jeremy Wyatt.
The Turner Recreation Commission is a full-service recreation facility located in Kansas City, Kansas. Program offerings include youth and adult sports, boxing, karate, dance, tumbling, cheerleading, fine arts, childcare, youth and adult fitness classes, 50-plus program, a fitness center, year-round aquatic programs, birthday parties, rentals, and much, much more. For more information about TRC and their programs, please visit their website at turnerrec.org.
Welcome back. Main event time here on Metro Pro Wrestling. And even though I don't know how the hell he got the title shot, Chris, Mr. James
How he got it?
against Jeremy Wyatt.
You heard him. He told Wyatt he's never defeated Mr. James, and that's true. He has never defeated Mr. James, so he should be able to get a title shot right now. I thought it was Mr. Steven Richards that was going to get the title shot, but apparently it's Mr. James of the commission that gets the title shot.
You think Mr. Richards likes this? He's been getting ready for this title match against Wyatt, and now one of his cohorts jumps in the way, Chris. I mean, what in the world would happen if James actually won the title?
Dave, Mr. James is obviously a reformed guy. I mean, obviously he's got those disgusting tattoos and a bad haircut and like some 1980s Nike jackets, but he's getting better each and every day because he's now seen the light and he's going the way of the commission, and he has to put a belt on Dave because he's too skinny.
Putting on a dress belt for a wrestling match, Chris, and apparently
He'll have another belt soon, Dave.
Shut up, Chris. I don't think this guy's ever owned a belt. Hey, when you're wearing hammer pants, I guess you don't need one.
Zubaz don't usually require belts, Dave, but these do, and he's going to wrestle, and for the sake of everyone in the audience, he wants to keep his pants on.
I'm willing to make a wager, Chris, that I don't know, maybe Jeremy Wyatt might lose by DQ, but I'd bet you anything he hangs on to this title. No offense to Mr. James.
Why would you say that, Dave? He's never defeated Mr.
Have
James.
you seen his track record, Chris? Did you hear the guys he's beaten on this Indie World Tour?
Yes, I've seen him, Dave.
Where does Mr. James rank in that list?
Mr. James is not a Ring of Honor tag champion. He's not a former 5-time world champion.
Correct.
And he hasn't traveled around the world like TJ Perkins.
He's a homeless bum, Chris, adopted by these idiots from the commission. That's all he is.
Fear the chop, Dave. Mr. James has a chop that is Ric Flair's jealous. I think he taught Ric Flair in another lifetime. Okay?
We'll see.
And he's got Mr. Steven Richards in his corner. That's just as good as anybody.
That's the only thing he has his favorite, Chris. This might as well be a 4 versus 1 title match.
Come on. Come on, boy. Come on, Mr. James. Some amateur wrestling moves here. Front face lock by Jeremy Wyatt. But Mr. James, Dave, he had to fight in all those homeless battles. Remember those DVDs they used to put out of the homeless guys beating the crap out of each other?
He was in those?
He was the star. He was the champion.
I had no idea.
Yeah, he was the one that always got the extra value meal for winning.
Interesting. I had no idea. Maybe I will up this guy's title chances, Chris, too.
Yeah,
From 0.0001% to 0.2%.
Finally, come around.
The commission!
Yeah, the commission!
I thought it was just those two dorks that yelled that stupid crap.
Dave, he's part of the team now, Dave.
I know.
Come on. Look at this.
Oh, yes!
No.
Jeremy Wyatt!
That does not have the same
I love
ring.
it. I love it.
That's horrible. No,
I may have to do that from now on, Chris.
Look at that. Nice hip toss. Arm drag now by Wyatt on Mr. James, and Mr. James in trouble. What do you think Mr. James weighs, Dave? I think he's put on a couple pounds.
135.
Really?
Yeah, you think it's too high?
It's up to like 180 or so.
And by the way, you claim to know everything in the world about the commission, Chris.
Yeah.
You didn't know about this history with Steven Richards? You didn't know he was coming out here tonight, did you?
Well, they had told me that they had someone coming in that they thought was going to take the Metro Pro title, but I guess they should have put 2 and 2 together, Dave. It obviously makes sense that a right to censor Steven Richards has the same kind of moral fiber that the commission does, so it's fool on me, Dave.
Oh, look at the commission get involved, and thank goodness the referee saw it. Yes, Wyatt throw James over the top.
Hey, Mr. Jalisco didn't even catch him. He hit the wooden floor out there, Dave, and Mr. Richards over there trying to help out. Here comes Wyatt now.
Oh, yes, suicide dive catches all 3 again.
Jumping over that top rope, taking all 3 guys, and Mr. Abernathy's hat's still on, though, Dave. That's all that really matters.
That is all that matters, Chris. Not the title shot for Mr. James,
Mr.
right?
James is going to win the title, Dave. He's going to give that to Mr. Richards. They're going to take this all the way around the world, Dave. That's what's going to happen.
Double noggin knocker. Now Wyatt's got on the head. Oh, no, I think that went teeth first into his teammate, Chris.
Wyatt looks like Ebenezer Scrooge, and that's what he feels like to me, doing that to Mr. James. Come on. Come on, Mr. James. Come on, get up, get up. Wyatt now, yes, yes.
Oh, come on.
This is why you have friends, Dave. Gang warfare. Kick to the face of Wyatt.
Referee should get these guys out of the ringside area, Chris.
No, they should stay all they want. There goes Mr. Jalisco just laying in just really hard boots, Dave. Jeez.
Those are some massive kicks, Chris.
That would hurt anybody.
Except an infant possibly would be fine with those, actually.
What are you talking about? And why
I'm being sarcastic, Chris.
Why is Mr. Jalisco wearing Mr. Abernathy's hat? There you go.
Oh my God!
I told you, Dave, fear the chop.
I have to give you credit, Chris. That was a monster chop. It's still echoing here in the rafters.
Just wait. You're not even going to be able to see where Jeremy Wyatt's nipples are. It's going to be blood everywhere.
Well, the good news is I don't normally look at men's nipples, Chris.
Really, Dave? They got their shirts off in the wrestling ring.
Oh my gosh!
He's got his handprint all over his chest.
Oh no! I was playing possum, Chris.
He wasn't playing possum. I think he was just really mad. It's kind of hurt, Dave. Here comes stomping a mud hole now. I think the chop just made Wyatt really angry, but yes, throwing him head first in that second turnbuckle.
I don't know what Mr. James would be doing without his three partners at ringside, Chris, but I'll give him credit. He's been pretty impressive thus far here in this match.
Dave, have you ever met a homeless guy? They fight for their life out there, Dave. They got to fight the elements, not just people and other people trying to steal crap out of their shopping cart. This guy's tough. He might not be the biggest guy, but who cares? He's got the strength of a lion.
He's definitely looking good here at the moment. Big forearm to the face of the champ.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, big headbutt.
And it is taking Wyatt off every time he gets hit. You're right, Chris. He doesn't like the pain.
That's gonna hurt so bad, Dave, and I think Mr. James better hope that Jeremy Wyatt doesn't come too, because that is gonna really make him mad.
Taking a big chunk out of the forehead, and again, the buck-toothed warrior trying to interfere in the outside,
Would you
Chris.
shut up about his teeth? He should use that as a weapon. He should butt into his damn head.
So you can talk about his teeth, but I can't. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we're friends. I don't know. You hate him. Shut up. Here comes Mr. James in the corner now. Elbow. Look at this. Snapmare.
Oh my gosh, big kick as well.
Look at this. Here's a cover. Yes.
We had 2 count. Maybe just a long 1 count. Actually, Wyatt kicks out, but good moves there by Mr. James.
Come on. Biting his head. Oh, look at this. Sort of a half abdominal stretch here, Dave, on the ground. He could submit at this point. Look at this. I told you, Dave.
You think Jeremy Wyatt's going to submit, Chris?
I think Jeremy Wyatt's bleeding from the chest. Fear the chop.
It would be a good t-shirt and hashtag on Twitter, Chris.
Fear the chop. Yes.
Let's get it trending here in Kansas City, Metro Pro fans.
Look at that. Steven Richards taking credit for the way Mr. James is going about his title match, Dave. Can you imagine, Dave?
Oh.
Mark Sterling, Derek Stone, Trevor Murdoch, Jeremy Wyatt, Michael Strider, Dingo, and Mr. James, Metro Pro champions.
One of these things is not like the other, Chris. You ever play that childhood game?
Yeah.
It's Mr. James. He just doesn't fit with those great names here in Metro Pro history.
Look at that spinning backbreaker right across his knee. And Jeremy Wyatt going to the top, Dave. No, he can't hit this. No. You know he's going to go for a stupid Macho Man elbow. No. No.
Yes, do it, James.
Come on.
Whee! He hit it.
Come on. Mr. James in trouble. Oh, Jeremy Wyatt kicks. He gets out because he saw Mr. Jalisco and Abernathy over there.
Again, these guys having a big impact. I think Wyatt would have retained the title right there.
Wyatt could have just stayed down and kept that count going, Dave. Oh, look at that. Look like he almost dropped him on his head.
We may have a huge upset here. No, Wyatt kicks out.
Look at that, Dave. I thought Mr. James just nailed Jeremy Wyatt's head into that canvas. Just gets a long 2 count, but I think it's on its way. Mr. Richards barking out orders. Mr. James going to be the new world champion here soon.
You know, maybe Richards does have some morals, Chris. He's the only guy not to get involved in the match thus far.
Well, Dave, he's got other people doing his dirty work for him.
I guess that's true. Is Wyatt going for the suplex? Yeah, he buries him. Both legs are hooked, Chris.
No! Fear the chop didn't work, Dave.
Wyatt retains his title, and give James credit. Mr. James, it was a hard-fought match, but Jeremy Wyatt gets the title, and I guess that sets the scene, Chris, for a showdown here against Steven Richards here in the next few weeks.
Well, Dave, like I said, it sounded like Mr. James was the one that's going to get the title shot, but maybe, just maybe, Mr. Richards will soon get his own title shot because, you know, he came to Kansas City to be with the commission so he could get his hands on that Metro Pro Championship.
Look at them talking trash here, Chris. I haven't heard an official announcement. You'd have to think that was in the cards. Jeremy Wyatt and Richards staring each other down. The rules didn't work tonight, did they, Chris?
Mr. James he's pleading for forgiveness to Mr. Abernathy with the book of rules, and I'm pretty sure it said in there that Jeremy Wyatt should not retain the title. It's probably one of the top 10 rules in that book, Dave, but it continues to happen, and it makes me sick.
Give this guy some credit, Chris. You talk about Mark Sterling and his streak. How about the streak Jeremy Wyatt's had around Mark Sterling's run? Had the title forever, has had it again forever. This guy's a great champion and one of the best wrestlers here in the Midwest.
My goodness, Dave, Mr. James, he sacrificed himself, and that is the kind of true warrior that these morons in Turner Rec Center should respect. Mr. Evans, look at these four in the ring, Dave. I mean, these two, you got the tag team champions of Metro Pro, a guy that just gave his body up to take out the world champ, and then you have Steven Richards here in Kansas City, and you know he's going to get a crack at that title, Dave.
Can't believe it, Jalistico just trying to get the whole crowd here clapping for Mr. James. Like, that would never happen. What a moron.
Look, Mr. Steven Richards is such a giver that he let him borrow his belt for that title match.
He has no belts, Chris, not the two you predicted.
This has been a production of Metro Sports and Time Warner Cable, Kansas City.